Good morning, guys. It's July 23rd, 24th, I think. It's Wednesday, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about working with Amazon. Amazon's definitely one of the best business partners I've ever had. One of the cool things about it is the low-cost franchise model that they provide. So I've been selling on Amazon now for about 5 years. Became a professional seller 3 months into that. So for $39 a month, I developed a business, which is about $450 a year. That's not bad for a franchise model. A couple of things about working with Amazon is I think the number one thing I've learned from working with them is the importance of focusing on the customer, the providing the right price, convenience, and service. Uh, it really creates a lot of long-term value. So in that channel, and when you do that, in other words, things can change, but if you've always been very customer focused versus being maybe product focused or investor focused, the you can get some short-term gains from being product focused or investor focused, but over time, as technology change, as tastes change, you can be left sort of behind. But if you're always focused on the customer, then that is important. Now, I have a view, and BookDriver has a view, since our best customers are actually our sellers in our four-tiered network. In other words, the people picking up books for us, maybe the person watching you trying to develop a home-based business that works for you, you're our number one customer. So I'm always extremely focused on your needs. As an online seller, most of you are selling on Amazon and eBay, and I'm sure you'll agree that all things being equal, it seems like life does a lot better when you have the right inventory. So getting low cost to no cost inventory in our model is the number one thing I'm always looking at. But I'm also looking at efficiencies so this business can fit in your life. So coming back to Amazon, I do think that they have a very strong focus on helping third-party sellers. I do know that the distribution of sentiment toward that tends to follow a power law. So, but what I have noticed about the top sellers and the top entrepreneurs on Amazon is that they tend to have a optimistic view of Amazon's policies and procedures, and I am definitely in that camp. Generally, I am trusting, and I have found that when Amazon is making changes, even fee increases, no one likes a fee increase, but I do know, and I do trust for the most part that they have taken have taken data for me as a third-party channel, as a business partner, as a customer, that they're making changes that have to be made to either create a more sustainable business. After all, Amazon has lost money for the first 15 years. I did realize at some point they were going to have to make some money to stay around. Also, in creating easy procedures and processes. So, and that's something I emulate with BookDriver as well. There are some things I think it could be better. Number one is being more clear about important changes, and I think they're starting to try to do that. I think as a bookseller or as a media seller, I am developing other channels besides Amazon, as Amazon focuses more on the needs of people selling everything else in the store, and that's fine. I think Amazon's always going to be a good channel for bookstores, but eBay and then selling on my own website from the online portion, and then finding sources in your local neighborhood, that is growing very quickly as well. And something for people in our Book Driver network, this is something we'll be focusing over the next 5 years. So, yeah, those are the two main things that I think that Amazon could be more focused on, which is being more transparent about important changes, and also I guess they could be more supportive of booksellers, but I don't think that that's going to happen. So that's why we ourselves have to work together. Finally, just exclamation points. I know you guys are looking for tactics and features that will help your store. To create a sustainable business from home, it does come down to the mindset. And I've been in your shoes where I thought that like the next software or the next trick for listing was what's going to be the feature that really helps my product. But what I've learned over the past 5-6 years of working in business is that it's the overall product you got to keep working on. And a lot of the times you get product breakthroughs not by adding a feature, but by having the right mindset, modeling what the top 10% of sellers, of entrepreneurs really in your life do. Most businesses, like your uncle who runs a business, probably is failing. He doesn't say it like that. He might not even know. Part of my training over the next 5 years is to work more on the E-Myth revisited training, something I have done. I got away from about 3 years ago and nearly killed my business. So I just encourage you that the mindset of E-Myth revisited business is completely different than any other business you probably have ever heard of or worked in. So that the mindset, there isn't going to be a better app that's going to transform your business and make you the income. And finally, I always like to talk about Caleb Roth, the book flipper. He understands systems very well. He's someone who can do a lot of thinking for you just by using his products. There's features in our products that he develops, but it's important to also pay attention to his mindset, his overall strategy. And then, of course, Murph Books, Greg Murphy, the Bit Bust Proof Business. That is also on my list of training. I have an intention to go to his trade event next year in April if I can afford it, and if I can budget it. Murph is another one who is really good with the broader product mindset, that there's not a particular feature you're going to buy off the shelf to transform your business. It's a broader product mindset. It's a broader business organization mindset. So definitely check out the Bust Proof seminars and invest as much as you can in that. I definitely plan on doing that as well. That's about it. But if you have questions about your business and or suggestions about how to get better inventory for your stores, let me know. Thanks. Have a great day.